So the question we're looking to answer is, does NA and AA, do they actually work? So it's very hard to condense this response because it's a yes and it's a no. So in short, the programs, the 12 steps of recovery really help in somebody's recovery program as a part of their program. So here's the big distinction. AA and NA do not resolve complex childhood trauma, which is the core wound and the original reason that we are self-soothing with drugs or alcohol. Now, the 12 steps, those nice 12 steps, 12 steps developed by men for men, whole other video on that. No, but it helps you a lot. So let's look at the positives. How it helps. We don't have any real data because it's an anonymous program. So you kind of have to find out if any of what anything that I have to say, get very excited about this topic, aligns with your experience. And I really genuinely encourage everyone to try this out for themselves because I think it's so powerful as a part of recovery. So how it works. Now, when they wrote the book, they didn't understand the neuroscience of addiction, but they did. So they didn't have the language, but they did do a pretty good job in terms of some of the core things that you need in terms of the pillars of mental health. So community, tribe, belonging, to reduce shame. Shame is reduced when you share your story, your truth in an environment where you're not judged. There are just having the routine, the principle, but most of all, the community, the level of acceptance that you really have a problem that you need to commit to finding a solution to, and taking full accountability and responsibility. And honestly, I think everyone in the world would benefit from a 12-step program. Like at the heart of it, taking full accountability, taking full responsibility, making living amends to everyone that you've hurt, looking at behavior every day, showing up, saying how can you be a better person, and how can you not take from the world but serve. That is amazing for anyone. I don't care what your condition, whether you have a physical condition or a mental condition or no condition at all. That's a wonderful way of living. So, and it particularly helps people who are recovering in addiction because of the community, because of the tribe, because of the levels of acceptance of you're not powerless, you are powerless only over the molecule of alcohol. You have to really own and accept and really surrender. So powerful. The surrender is really, really powerful. And then just if you're working to become a better person every day, be less selfish, take full accountability and responsibility, show up for yourself and others, that is brilliant for your recovery. And I advise all of my clients to go, because even if it's for the community, even if it's just, there's a group of people there who get you, who get it, who think that hiding bottles under the bed is going to be funny because you've normie friends don't get it. So I really encourage people to try a few different meetings at different times to try and find. I honestly, my true experience, I was forced into 12 steps with a rehab, forced to go, eventually found the right meeting, people that I really liked, people that I kind of looked around the room. I was like, I'd party with you guys. I think I could get sober with you too. And so from then on, and some meetings I don't like because we have both ends of the spectrum there. We have people who are a lot of sobriety, a lot of wisdom, learn a lot of lessons. I even come from the school of hard knocks. If you go to the hardcore NA meetings, so a lot of wisdom, a lot of sobriety, a lot of power. The other end of the spectrum, we also need to understand that often people who are alcoholic or addicts have comorbidity. So there's some other mental health issues. So you can't take guidance from people in the program. But that said, a sponsor who can teach you the 12 steps is awesome. And we'll do another video on this, because a recovery coach and an addiction specialist is very different from a sponsor. A sponsor can teach you the program of AA and teach you the 12 steps, and that is very, very helpful in the journey of recovery.